In this video, we're going to show you how to install the strut on your Ford Focus located behind your front wheels. Using a 19mm socket, we're going to loosen and remove the lug nuts. Remove the wheel and set it aside. Now with the wheel removed, you can go ahead and locate your sway bar end link. It attaches to the back portion of the strut here, and then it runs down the back, and it runs down and connects to the sway bar down below. Now on the top here is a 15mm. We're going to use our socket to go ahead and loosen that nut. Now in our particular case, the ball joint stud for our sway bar end link is spinning with the nut. We use our 15mm gear wrench on the nut, and we're going to use our number 5 Allen key here on our ratchet. Now that's going to take the bracket off with our ABS wire, pull that through. Now that we have the sway bar end link disconnected, we're going to go ahead and disconnect the clip holding the brake flex hose. I'm going to use my 90-degree pick right here, tap this over. Now on the back side of the knuckle here, we have an 18mm bolt here going through, and this works as a pinch bolt holding our strut in place. We're going to use our 18mm socket with our impact gun, loosen and remove this bolt. Good, remove that bolt and set it aside. Now with that bolt removed, we're going to go ahead and just use our hammer and go ahead and tap this down. As we're doing this, our strut assembly is coming out of our knuckle. And there we have it. With the hood open, go ahead and locate the strut tower here on the driver's side. It's going to be the same on the passenger side. There's going to be 3 13mm nuts on the top. Let's go ahead and loosen and remove 2 of these. Our 13mm socket with our extension. Now the third one here we're going to be careful with as we loosen this here. The strut's going to want to drop out. So as you loosen this here, you're going to reach inside that fender well area and grab that strut and support it. Go ahead and grab that strut, pull it up out of that knuckle. Now as you're doing this here, you want to be careful, make sure that the flex hose doesn't have a lot of tension on it. This here is still lax, which is good. And go ahead and pull that strut out. Let's go ahead and feed our strut up into the strut tower. Let's go ahead and get the 3 nuts started here. That's going to allow us to let go of the strut, and those nuts will hold it in place. Now with the strut installed, we have the bracket right here that needs to line up with the slot on the knuckle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and rotate the strut. Push the knuckle down and get that strut in there. Now that we have our strut set into our knuckle, we do need to jack this up so we can get the bracket here inside the knuckle itself. Before we do this, we're going to go ahead and tighten and torque the 3 upper nuts on the strut. Let's go ahead and snug down the 3 nuts on the top. Now we do want to go ahead and torque these down to 26 foot-pounds. So we have a jack underneath here. I'm going to go ahead and jack up the knuckle. I want to make sure we can get that strut to line up into that groove. I'm going to continue to jack this up until the notch in the bracket there lines up with the knuckle. There it is. Strut just popped in a position. All right, so once you get that bolt started in there, I'm going to go ahead and snug that down. So you can torque down this bolt to 111 foot-pounds. There it is. Go ahead and line up the flex hose. Push it in from behind and then push it forward and install your lock tab. I'm going to torque these down to 46 foot-pounds. Now that we have everything torqued into position, go ahead and repeat this process for the other side. Install your wheels, and don't forget, you need to get an alignment done after you change out these struts. Go ahead and take your wheel, line it up on the wheel studs, and let's go ahead and get the lug nuts started. I'm going to start them all by hand, and then we'll come on back and snug them down. When snugging these down, it's ideal to do them in a crisscross pattern. Let's now torque them. Let's go ahead and torque down our lug nuts to 94 foot-pounds. And ideally, you want to do this in a crisscross pattern. And there you have it.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.